Good evening, folks. And today we're going to talk about something. Again, this is another part 2 of MECC, and I'm going to show you my map here of Fairfield County. And I'm going to switch over here real quick. Flip over. Now, when this was all analog, this was over here. This is how we had Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 3, and Tower 4. Now here's how Tower 1 worked. Tower 1 would be up here. We would have Millersport, which is now Walnut Township. Millersport, Thurston, which have now merged. We'd have Thurston, Millersport, and Basel all in one. These two townships were converged. Now, Tower 2 would be a combination of Richland, Bremen, and Pleasant Township. All merged in one. Now, Pleasantville's cut in half. The northern part would belong to Miller Thurston, right here, while the southern part would belong to Pleasant Township, since it's right there. Cut in half. Right there at Pleasantville Road. Now, you come down here, Tower 3. You got Byrne, you got Amanda, and Clear Creek. Now, Madison doesn't have a fire department in there. Now, Hocking does. Later on, back in 2012, they finally got one. Then we go to Tower 4. You get Greenfield and Bloom and Violet. Now, Violet no longer is a part of that system because in 2006, Violet went to MECC. When they went to MECC, they officially left Fairfield County. Now they're part of the Franklin County system. Therefore, Violet doesn't even matter. Now we come back down here. But 6 years later, Hocking County in 2012 became a fire department. And now Amanda takes runs out of here, while Amanda takes the runs out of this area down here. And over here is where the prison is, and they take runs out of the prison. Now, what do these have to do with this? Well, I'll explain. Each of these would have like a fire ground, as what it would be like. You have 23 Fire 1, 23 Fire 2, 23 Fire 3. Most likely 23 Fire 2 is only used on emergency status, while 23 Fire 1 would most likely be used on other statuses, and 23 Fire 3 is used on a different status. 23 Fire 2, then you have the city of Lancaster right here, which is this right here. Completely different frequency. And now they're in a different stats. Well, now we'll go back to my normal self. Okay, that was the map itself. Now, we're going to talk about how it all worked. Now we're going to talk about how everything works out in Franklin County. Well, Franklin County's a little different. I mean, you got your Columbus Fire Department and multiple fire departments up there. Then you have your outer belt fire departments. Now, we'll talk about how they all work. Now, MECC is obviously a lot different than everything. You have your MECC departments. Now, there's literally 8 battalion fire grounds that I'm aware of. I know 7, I'm not sure if, last I saw there was 8 fire grounds, but the map only shows 7. They haven't really updated it. There's only 7 at this time. Now, how many fire grounds does do any of these MECC departments deal with? Well, let's figure it out. There's Battalion 4, Battalion 6, and Battalion 2, mostly. But what fire stations would they deal with? We'll start with Battalion 2 Fire Ground. Well, in Columbus Fire Department, you would have, well, Clinton Township technically, 61, 62. Mifflin Township, MECC 13, Station 131, 132, 133, and 134 would interact with 28, 29, 18, 61, 62, Mifflin, Jefferson, and Plain Township, 141, 121. Jefferson is 141, Mifflin is, and Plain Township is 121. They would all interact with these fire departments on Battalion 2 Fire Ground. Columbus Fire Department, Station 28, 29, and 18. And they would also interact with Clinton Township, Station 61, 62. Now, on Battalion 6 Fire Ground, these companies would interact as well. Engine 161, next say Station 161, 162, 591, 592, 593, 151, 152. All MECC departments are active on Battalion 6 Fire Ground. Now, those are MECC departments that would be active on Battalion 6 Fire Ground. Now, what fire departments that are not MECC departments would operate on Battalion 6 Fire Ground that MECC departments would operate with? Oh, and I forgot, Station 35 is also on Battalion 2 Fire Ground. You would have Station 5, 23, 21, and 20. Now, on Battalion 4 Fire Ground, you also have 181, 182, and 183 out of Madison. Truro Township and Violet Township are on there, Whitehall mostly. Now, on Battalion 4 Fire Ground, you have 591, 592, and 593, which is Violet. They'd operate with Madison and Columbus. 181, 182, 183, Station 4, and Station 32. Decent amount of firehouses there. Not as many, but 29, Columbus Station 28, 29, 18, and 35 would operate on Battalion 2 Fire Ground. That's who would normally operate on that Battalion Fire Ground. That Station 141, 121, 131, 132, 133, 134, which would be Mifflin. 131 through 134 is Mifflin. 121 is Plain. 141 is Jefferson. Jefferson would operate with Columbus Stations 28, 29, 18, and 35, while in Clinton Township Stations 61 and 62. That's who they operate with. Now, Battalion 6, simple and different operationally. It's very complicating how they operate all these. But now that this has been taken care of, and if you have any more interesting thoughts, I will get back with you about something that has just now developed with other things. And with that being said, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. With that being said, I'm out of here. Peace.